It's Mimi back with Reading with Mimi. We are now moving on to chapter 4 of Junie B. Jones and a Little Monkey Business. Chapter 4 is called Hoppy and Russell. Don't forget, if you've got a book that has this label on the back, you just have your parents go to my YouTube page and you can find these videos. As I said, this is chapter 4, so videos for chapter 1, 2, and 3 are online as well. Be sure to listen to those before you listen to chapter 4. Here we go. Enjoy. My room at kindergarten is named Room 9. I have 2 bestest friends in that place. One of them has the name of Lucille. Lucille sits right exactly next to me. She has a red chair and also little red fingernails, which are very glossy. My other bestest friend is named Grace. Me and that Grace sit together on the school bus. Except for not today we didn't, because today Grandpa Miller drove me. Then he walked to room 9 with me, and he waved at my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs., and that's all. When I walked into the room, Lucille was looking at that Grace's brand new shoes, and their name was Pink High Tops. Hey, Grace, those new shoes look very beautiful on you, I said, and that dumb Grace didn't even say thank you to me. Grace is angry at you, said Lucille. She said that she rode the bus today, and you weren't even there to save her a seat, and she had to sit next to an icky kid, right, Grace? Grace bobbed her head up and down. Yes, only I couldn't help it, Grace, I said. It was because I stayed at my Grandpa Miller's all night, and there's no bus at that place, so he had to drive me here today. Then I tried to hold that Grace's hand, and she quickly pulled it away. That's not very nice of you, Grace, I said, and guess what? Now I'm not going to tell you my special secret. That's when that Grace called me a poopy head. Lucille handed my hand. I don't think you're a poopy head, Junie B., she said, so you can tell me your special secret, and I won't tell anybody, not even Grace. And that's when Grace kicked Lucille in the leg. So Lucille pushed her down, and Mrs. had to come pull them off of each other. I raised my hand very politely. I wasn't involved, I said to Mrs. I think Junie B. Jones gets into enough trouble on her own. After that, we had to sit down and do some work. It was called printing our numbers, only I couldn't do mine that good because Lucille kept talking to me. That's why. Come on, Junie B. Junie B., she said in her whispering voice. Tell me your special secret. I won't tell, I promise. Yes, only I can't. Lucille, remember? I said, 'cause no talking to your neighbor, remember? Then Mrs. snapped her fingers at me. See, Lucille, I told you, no talking to your neighbor, I hollered. Now I got snapped at. And just then a boy named Jim said, shh, to me. Shh, yourself, you big fat Jim, I said back. After that, Mrs. stood next to me till I finished my work. Then I got all done and she collected it. That made me happy inside because guess what comes after work? Something very fun. That's what, and its name is show and tell. Mrs. stood next to her desk. Who has something interesting they want to share with the class today, she said. My heart got very pumpy because I had the most special secret in the whole wide world. I raised my hand way high in the air. Ooh, 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 I hollered really loud. Me. Mrs. shook her head at me because I'm not supposed to go ooh, 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 me, since she called on William instead. He's a crybaby. Boy in my class, I can beat him up, I think. William, said Mrs., since you raised your hand so politely, you may go first. So then William carried a paper bag to the front of the room, and he took out a jar of 2 dead crickets. Except William didn't know they were dead. He just thought they were sleeping. Jump, Poppy. Jump, Russell, said William. Then he tapped on the glass. Hey, wake up in there, he said. After that, William started to shake the glass all over the place, and he wouldn't stop. Wake up, I said, he shouted. Then Hoppy and Russell started falling apart, and Mrs. had to take the jar away. And then William started to cry, and he had to go to the nurse's office to lay down. And so then I raised my hand high in the air again, because guess what? My show and tell was way better than 2 dead crickets. Well, that was the end of that chapter. That went quickly. Okay, I guess you're going to have to wait for chapter 5, affectionately called Monkey Business. So until the next time, take care, and I'll talk to you soon when we read chapter 5 of Junie B. Jones and A Little Monkey Business. Take care.